Welcome back to our video course on the basics of personal finance, budgeting, saving, investing, and managing debt. In this video, we will be discussing the importance of building an emergency fund. What is an emergency fund? An emergency fund is a savings account set aside specifically for unexpected expenses such as medical bills, car repairs, or job loss. This is savings that you can use to cover unexpected expenses without going into debt. Having an emergency fund can give you peace of mind, knowing that you're prepared for life's unexpected events. Why is an emergency fund important? An emergency fund is an important part of personal finance because it can help you avoid going into debt when unexpected expenses arise. The last thing you want is to have to put unexpected expenses on credit cards and find yourself in debt. It can also provide a buffer for you to cover expenses for at least a few months if you lose your job or have a drastic decrease of your income. How much should you save in an emergency fund? A commonly recommended target for emergency fund savings is to have 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses. This means that you should have enough money saved up to cover your basic expenses for 3 to 6 months in case of an emergency. It's important to note that if you have a variable income or a lot of expenses that may change over time, it may be safer to aim for a higher target on the upper end of the range. Tips for building an emergency fund. 1. Automate your savings. Make it easy to save money by setting up automatic transfers to your emergency fund. 2. Start small. Even if you can only save a small amount of money each month, it's important to start somewhere. 3. Keep it liquid. Keep your emergency fund in an easily accessible savings account or money market account, so you can withdraw it quickly if you need to. 4. Minimize debt. Pay off high interest debt and avoid new debt as much as possible. 4. This will help you save more money for your emergency fund. Building your emergency fund. Once you have a goal for your emergency fund, it's important to start building it up. Here are a few ways to save money and build your emergency fund. 1. Cut expenses. Look for ways to cut back on expenses and redirect the money you save into your emergency fund. 2. Find extra income. Look for ways to earn extra money, such as a side hustle or freelance work, and put that money into your emergency fund. 3. Prioritize saving. When creating a budget, make saving for your emergency fund a priority. 4. Take advantage of windfalls. If you receive a windfall, such as a bonus or tax refund, put some or all of it into your emergency fund. 5. Make it a habit. Consistently contribute to your emergency fund until it reaches your target savings. Stick to the plan. It's important to stick to your plan for saving for an emergency fund, even when it may be tempting to spend the money on something else. Remember why you set the goal of having an emergency fund. It's to have a safety net in case of an emergency, and once you have reached your target savings, it's important to maintain it. Accessing your emergency fund. It's important to use your emergency fund only for true emergencies, such as unexpected medical bills, car repairs, or job loss. It's also important to rebuild the fund after you use it. Use it as a last resort and find other ways to pay for non-emergency expenses. Conclusion. Building an emergency fund is crucial to have a safety net in case of an emergency, as well as avoiding falling into debt. It may take time and effort to save and reach your target, but by consistently saving, cutting expenses, and taking advantage of extra income, you can achieve your goal. Remember to stick to the plan and to use the emergency fund only in case of true emergencies, and once you have reached your target savings, maintain it.